Hello everyone, I'm Pranav VK, the CEO and founder of the Intraday Expert, and today we have with us one of our clients, Mr. Nithin from Hyderabad. So, hi Nithin, how are you doing?
Good, sir. Doing good.
Awesome. So, Nithin, could you briefly introduce yourself and your trading background, before joining the Intraday Expert Elite?
Yeah. So actually, I'm in the business field in my family business for real estate mostly, and sometimes part of mining also. So my major reason for joining trading was not able to find good learning from my previous courses which I've done, and not able to stick to it also was one of the main reasons. So I think once I started uh, the Intraday Expert, so I've got into a flow where a few months I had done my theory and my basics and started with equity trading and then with options. And
Got it.
currently, so far, I'm being profitable. If you include, it'll be 2 months since I'm doing options trading.
Right. So, what specific challenges were you facing, in your trading journey, prior to our mentorship?
So prior to joining mentorship was mainly, I think it was mainly entry and exit rules and executing in a fast basis. That
Mhm.
execution was the main issue for me because I have done like multiple courses, but not able to stick with them and do them properly. So I think execution was the main issue for me. Just doing practice, basic practice was the main issue. Practicing either with small capital or large capital. So that was my main issue. So I think Internet Expert was helped me a lot, especially with the equity trading where we started with only like 100, it's not 100 rupees, but like one quantity or two quantity or 10 quantities, and then keep progressing for 50, 100 or
Mhm.
250. Like that, we kept progressing.
Right.
And
Awesome.
eventually moved to options trading after the theory was done.
Right. So, you told me that earlier it was difficult for you to stick to a specific process, or even the entry exit points was not very clear, right? So now once you did equity with a very small quantity and eventually progressed toward options, apart from that experience, what are the other things within the program that helped you stick to what you're supposed to do?
One was the weekly live Q&A,
Hmm.
and especially very helpful to Ganesh for the weekly follow-up, especially in the beginning for equity and options especially. But his weekly follow-up with me whenever it is required, also any urgent requirement for any doubts, also that time you can get connect with Ganesh and he will help you out. That is
Hmm.
very helpful actually.
Okay, got it.
I think that is one of the biggest ones. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So when it comes to, deciding on the program, right? So what made you decide to join our program out of all the programs that were out there and the experiences, all the bad experiences you had in the past? So what really gave you that confidence to go for this?
I think one what we are doing right now is one of the things. I think some of the testimonials I have seen on the thing YouTube and some on Instagram. So seeing the course like that, I had actually Internet Expert maybe a year ago, as I told you before also, but I didn't go ahead with the course because it was a lot of fees because I was taking my time. Once I was comfortable, I just went ahead because I knew this was the only option. Otherwise, I'll keep being in the cycle of just taking some small course and just going again and again like that.
Right. So now that you have already made the investment, you're here, do you feel the amount that you paid was, worth all the time and effort that you're putting
Yes,
in right
definitely
now?
worth it. Yeah, definitely worth it with the time. It was 6 month period also, so it was very helpful for that because I had multiple breaks in between. So even though it was multiple breaks, I still did catch up with options trading, which I have done much earlier. I've been done like last year by September itself. But even though I had break, I still uh, the follow-ups with Ganesh and the live Q&As was very helpful.
Right. I mean, like, that's a very good part of it, right? So if you put in the effort, then definitely you're going to get the results. This is another proof that it is possible if you have the right guidance, right? So when you came in, right, you must have had certain kind of expectations that this is what I want to learn, this is how I want the support to be, and this is what the results I'm looking out for. So how did it map out right now in terms of what was your expectation versus reality?
Expectation, I came with an open mind because because I've been in some courses previously. I just kept an open mind and was looking forward to learning what is going to be the basically the practice oriented part. So I think that has helped actually doing the practice, just taking trades basically. That was the main thing. Taking trades, no matter if it's small capital or large capital, taking the trades and giving your learning from that, journaling and reviewing the trades was one of the things which actually helps.
Right.
That is the main point.
Got it. So, like, which part of the program did you find, the most valuable and why?
Provided by you and
I
Ganesh.
think your voice got distorted. You can probably tell it again.
The help provided by you and Ganesh was one
Okay.
of the main things. Another was definitely the practice oriented learning, like giving a review after taking the trade every time or every week, basically to Ganesh and you. And other was probably what could I say is the strategy also to keep it sim. It was a simple strategy to follow. So the as even though you can't define the strategy in a line and back test it, you can still know it's a simple strategy to follow, and it's a trend following strategy. That is what I can give an update on.
Got it. So, like, was there anything about the program you think could have been improved? And if so, what would it be?
Mm, No general suggestions as such, but mm, one would be, I think, to keep the duration of the theory short. I think if too much time is given, I also tend to delay. Maybe because I'm telling from my perspective. If too much time is given, I also tend to delay. So keep it a short time. Maybe people will get more into the
Okay.
quicker to into practice. Basically, that's my point. That's
Right. So it's though like 20% theory and 80% practical, I think still, yeah, we can reduce on, maybe a part of it. But I feel like whatever is there already is very important, even though
yes.
it takes some time. But yeah, I will definitely work on this. Thank you so much for the feedback on that part. So, since you started to now, do you think you have become more independent in your trading?
Yes, definitely more independent trading this particular strategy. So I have to keep refining my strategy and do much better with my execution part. So I think then I'll be more satisfied. Maybe after another few months, if I'm still able to get this kind of return and I'm able to be calm, psychological, so then that will be where I'll be thinking that I'm independent. Yeah.
Right. So could you give us like a gist of, you increased your capital from starting with a very small capital of, probably 100,000 rupees with trading with one quantity in equity and, trusting us with that entire process. You went with a smaller capital and eventually now you're probably trading with how much capital?
Close to 10 lakh 50,000, but with the profit and everything, it's close to 11 change. Yeah,
Okay,
11
right.
lakh.
So 11 lakhs is what you're trading with right now. What gave you that confidence to shift the capital at every juncture?
Actually, that was a coincidence because, as I told, because of my home loan closing, that amount was available and it was already in the market anyway. But it is a forced investment by the bank. So rather than putting it somewhere else, I wanted to put it in equities, and that is actually very coincidentally it helped a lot actually. But anyway, I would have put maybe additional. I would have traded with 5 lakhs, but since the capital was there, I invested and took the collateral. So I think that was one of the situations, and one I wanted to try with more capital also, and see if I could do with, even if it's not 2 lakh capital, maybe 5 or 10 lakhs. That's what I wanted to see. How would I control my emotions in with larger capital? That was the main thing.
Right. So are you able to do that right now?
Yes. So every increase in capital, the emotions change much more. So I've noticed that. So that it has to be like a robot mindset where you have to keep, this is your target, this is your stop loss, and then stick to that. That's what I think.
Right. Is it possible for you to probably share your screen and show us your last
Yes.
3, 4 months journey?
Yes.
Because that would give us more clarity. Yeah, we can see your screen.
From October end, mm, trading currently till now.
Can probably scroll a little down because not able to see the numbers. Okay, got it. So this is from 1st of October to
Not
14th of February,
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
First was I think, yeah, 29th October.
Okay, awesome. So did you trade today?
Yes, today also, yes.
Okay, so how much did you make today?
I think I took three trades. Same
Okay,
as I didn't hold it for long, but yeah, I went 7K or something.
okay, awesome, man. Okay, so I think you started options towards the end of October, and
Yes,
then there was slow start in November, and then from December you have been pretty consistent with your trading, right?
yes.
Awesome. Great. So that's 1.2 lakhs and 12,000 almost in charges. That's around 1.08 lakhs. Awesome, man. Like, how do you feel when you see this compared to where you were?
Yes, it's sometimes you can't believe that actually I was able to do it because I've never been able to do it in trading. So that was one of the doubts always with me. So I think I started in June, I think with equity, kept doing equity and a lot of gap in between in 1 or 2 months, especially November and 1 month in between,
Right.
September also. But even
Yeah.
then, yes, I could see the progress. I think after December, basically, even though it was with small capital, as you can see,
Hmm.
small profits, and still I could see the progress. So then, when I had little confidence, I think with the funds being available at the same time, took a risk.
Awesome. So now if somebody tells you that, oh, trading, you can't be profitable, what would your thoughts be on that?
Mm. Probably show the P&L. That would be the first.
Okay. Awesome. So, I think, thank you so much for taking out this time and sharing, what worked for you and what did not. And is there any additional support or topics you would like to see within the program in the future iterations?
I think just maybe some doubts regarding whether the government will take out the expiries or reduce the expiries is one.
Mm-hmm.
So then at that point, the strategy won't be the only option. So
Mm-hmm.
something else or some kind of simple strategy to follow in case if something happens or if something like that, basically a backup option.
So right now, as I can see, you're doing trading on every day irrespective of an expiry, correct?
Yes, yes,
So even if expiry goes away, don't you
yes,
think you'll be confident to trade the trends because now you're able to
yes,
analyze where the market is going?
yes. You could probably trade the trends, but you will
There'll
not be
be difference,
confident.
there'll be a small difference,
Yes,
but that is always a risk that we have to take in any industry, right? In any
yes,
business. We'll always have those risk factors. But yeah, definitely you can use this stage that you have right now, I mean the foundations that you have right now to build on it. And as and when if there are any changes regulatory wise, we will also, upgrade the program to match that and suit that as well.
yes.
Right. So final thoughts, do you want to share anything else to our viewers? Anything you want to share?
Just very thankful for learning from someone who could actually explain it a simple way the strategy and actually execute the strategies. That is one thing where I've been like in 3 4 courses where no one has actually helped in executing the strategy. They tell the entry or exit points, but still they don't help in executing the strategy. So I think that was very helpful. And general support every week was very helpful.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that because this gives us the boost that we have to keep doing whatever we are doing to help people
Yes,
out, right? So, would you recommend this program to other traders? Why, if yes, and why not, if not?
yes, would definitely help. Ask other people to join the course.
Hmm.
So one thing which you can where I am itself the proof where I have shown that I have done multiple courses and able to become profitable. That is one proof for myself and for others probably. So it'll be easier convincing others if they can see my particular journey.
Okay, awesome. So, do we have your permission to probably share this
Yes,
in social media so that other people can also know about it?
sure, sure.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nithin, for taking out the time,
Thank you.
and I'll see you again. Yeah. Bye bye.